And we're back.
Yeah, the magic of editing.
Yes. Hopefully.
Yeah, well, that's up to you. So yeah, we were talking about the short film competition. So throughout the festival, there have been different shorts preceding each feature, which is, like, I'm not used to it because obviously it's my first time here, and I'm not quite used to the kind of, you know, some of them are like 20 minutes. I'm not used to having that 20-minute thing and then a feature film. Like I found it like a lot of the films that's made them seem quite long, whereas perhaps seeing them on their own wouldn't be so much. No,
like a sort of bulk thing.
Yeah.
Like we have in Abattoir, so.
But I mean, there's been some brilliant shorts, and of course they announced the top 3 tonight, and
I wasn't happy.
I think. Really, for me, the standout was Butterflies.
Oh, God, how could you not win that film? I mean, it was beautiful and it was clever.
It was, and again, it's like it was so original. It was so beautifully crafted.
Yeah, and it didn't even get second or third, which was disappointing.
It just had no mention at all, and I feel it's disappointing for that film because it's gorgeous. So I hope it goes on and it wins lots and lots of things because it's genuinely beautiful.
I agree.
And obviously the body was really good as well.
That
didn't get mentioned either.
Which is surprising because I think him indoors did win last year. I might be incorrect there, but
it's a strange thing because I think it shows just how subjective these things are. You know that there are constantly people coming out and sort of saying like, oh, I thought this, and then the person next to them is like, oh no, I kind of thought that was terrible, but you know. But there's no sort of fierce anger.
But we'll talk about the winning film, which was a film called Angst, Piss and Drid. And it was basically a love story between 2 serial killers. And there were some shots in it that were quite cool. I think I recall the part where the killer was in the car. And this woman walks past him and he's looking and she's smiling at him. And next thing you see the cleaver go up and this blood splat. I thought that piece of editing was effective. But one thing that really put me off was, I mean, this might not have been intentional, but the female in it reminded me too much of Myra Hindley, and I kind of felt a bit creeped out by that, and that just made it. Yeah. It just wasn't like everyone was like bragging about it, saying it was just this cinematic, it had amazing cinematic quality, and I just didn't get it. It was just really sick. But maybe people want to see really sick stuff, but I don't know.
I think sometimes when things are like relentlessly bleak, like that was, people like to find a certain quality in it, maybe that you know. So, but yeah, again, there might have been people out there that absolutely hated it. I can't say I hated it.
I was a bit indifferent. Really.
I mean, I think maybe that's worse. I think you should always want a reaction to something. And we also saw festival favourites Jen and Sylvia Soska on video announcing the winner of the Twisted Bumper competition. So they had 13 bumpers?
It was 21, wasn't it, or something?
Was it? Oh.
There was quite a lot anyway. We got to see these. Actually, they preceded the short films, which was really cool, and it was nice because I think a lot of local talent and students got involved with that.
Yeah, it was like 30 seconds to just do a short that would sort of
sell the festival, basically.
Yeah.
And it was impressive, a lot of impressive stuff. I mean, I like this one where there was this woman looking at the mirror. And
Twisted Meryl?
Yeah, Twisted Meryl. And instead of like Bloody Mary, she says Meryl's name's like 5 times. And then it's like, see, nothing happens. And then this face turns around. It's absolutely terrifying.
It's good, yeah.
That stood out.
I like in that you don't know how many times she's going to say it.
Yeah.
Because after the third, because like obviously the Bloody Mary thing, you've got all different types. But it was like after the third one, I was like, okay, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
But I never expected that.
It was very clever. And obviously the winner, which was called Cold Feet, that we absolutely adored. It was just classic. It was a bride on her wedding day speaking to the best man because the groom's freaking out and he's turned into a zombie, apparently.
Yeah, and she doesn't care.
She doesn't care if he turns into a zombie, he's getting to that church. And that's just basically a commentary on all these crazy women who just turn to Bridezilla because they're getting married.
God, I love Bridezillas.
Yeah, we love Don't Tell the Bride, but that's a guilty pleasure.
I love how we can talk about angst, piss and dread like it's the most normal thing in the world. You know, Bridezilla, I watched Bridezilla.
Yeah,
Don't tell the
but
bride, have
they're
you
the
seen
true
that?
psychos. No, they're the true psychos of this world. Like, reality TV is just one of the most disturbing things that I find it difficult to comprehend.
I was made for love.